Okay, we're at Autosport in Indiana, PA, and we're going to present a 1968 Oldsmobile 442. This guy's very, very nice car. We have a full documentation which we're going to present to you with it, and we're just going to go an overview on it right now for you, kind of show you every little tiny minute thing that I can pick out on it, and show you what's good and what's bad. Okay, starting in the front here, passenger side front, you can see all the chrome on this car is just exemplary. It's very, very, very nice. Parking lights are real clean. Has one T3 headlight there. Has one T3 headlight left from originality yet. No windows broken in the grille, plastic grille. You can see they're all nice and intact, 442 designation. The bumper chrome is flawless on this car. It is absolutely flawless. A little bit of a differential gap here to here. This one's down a little bit for some reason. Can it be adjusted up? Probably, but apparently that's the way Oldsmobile did it back then. The paint on this car is exemplary. It's not my favorite color, but it is green, and it's correct color for the car. Everything on this car you're going to see in this video is pretty much original, with the exception of the paint on the outside, and that's it. The interior, everything else on this car is original. On the driver's side, of course, we have a molding that runs pretty much the length of the car here and up onto the roof. And it doesn't have any marks or dings or, there's one right here. Little tiny mark there, a ding. Another one here. When they were putting it on, apparently they hit it too hard with the hammer. Side marker light is nice and clear. Fender lip moldings, which are pretty evident on this car, are really nice. There's no marks whatsoever on them. 442 striping, white on the medium green color on the sides. Correct wiper arms, incorrect blades. There are more modern blade that's on it now from when it was new. Tinted windshield in the front. You can see the trim around the windshield is very nice. There's no marks or imperfections on it whatsoever. Roof, not a single mark anywhere. I mean, it's just like a wet pond. It just is nice and straight and clean as can be. The same thing with the looking across the hood. There's absolutely no imperfections whatsoever on it, none. Adjustable mirror from the inside on the driver's door. We did install new window wipes and whiskers on this guy, just because this rubber was it was original yet, and it had deteriorated to a point where, yes, it was original, but it didn't perform the function it was designed to. So at this point, these are nice and resilient, and fresh rubbers put on it, and the side rubbers also. And again, wipes and whiskers. This chrome that's usually deteriorated on your vent windows is absolutely flawless on this one. There's absolutely no deterioration whatsoever. Gap on the front fender to door, perfect the way it should be. The same thing on the back part of the door. No marks down the sides whatsoever. You can see your trim around the window just as fresh and clean as can be, and it is a hard top, not a post car, so all four windows do go down. Trim around the drip grill here that intersects the piece going down the side. No marks at all, absolutely none. And again, new wipes and whiskers for the rear window here. Chrome on the handle. There's no patina, no deterioration whatsoever. It's absolutely flawless. Going back to quarter panel, nice and crisp tin on the fenders. No marks on the wheel lip molding. And again, looking down the side of this car, it's just laser straight everywhere. I mean, absolutely straight as can be. Does have a set of Kelsey wheels on it. Magnums, road wheels, SS, whatever you want to deem them, but they're made by Kelsey Hayes, and that would have been correct for 1968, and it would have had a complete chrome wheel like it has. Okay, going back to sides again, of course the Oldsmobile rocket on the rear marker light. Trunk the same as the hood. You can see a nice, well, you can't see it here, but the fit is absolutely flawless, and the gap on both sides is really, really nice. Chrome across the back with the Oldsmobile lettering on it, just as fresh and clean as can be. Chrome on the back bumper is that deep. It's just as new as can possibly be. Does have the correct trumpet exhaust that came out from underneath the bumper. And if you look, the bumper is the correct bumper for that type of exhaust because it has the cutouts for it to house that trumpet exhaust that Oldsmobile had at the time. Okay, I'm going to show you quickly in the trunk here. Original spare tire and wheel, extra wheel with it, Oldsmobile wheel. There's no, I can't take everything out of here, but the trunk has absolutely no perforations or anything in it. It is just as fresh and clean as can be. Sound deadener along the back of both quarter panels, as fresh as can be. This big box has a replacement gas tank in it. Now there's a ding in the gas tank, and I don't mean a big smashed in dent. There's a ding in the tank. This gentleman bought a new tank for it. We didn't see a reason to install it. If the owner wants to put it on himself, there it is. And again, you can see the Firestone bias ply tire that would have come with this car in a white line tire. The jack is underneath it. Everything on this car is just the way it was when it left the factory. Here's your jacking instructions underneath the rear deck, and fantastic car. Down the passenger side, same thing on the side marker light on the back, your Oldsmobile rocket, and you can see that the chrome on this thing is just exemplary everywhere. And I don't know if you can see from the video, but you'll see from all of Alex's high resolution photography that the car is just pristine. It cannot fit any better than it does at this point. I mean, it just absolutely is flawless as you can find one. Original hat rack in it yet. Little discoloration on this trim panel that goes along the back part of the hat shelf, whatever you want to call it, rear shelf. No marks on the glass, no trim indentures or anything on it to call out for you. Again, real sharp tin on the wheel lips. No marks on the side trim. Same thing, and look at the way everything, I mean, just the way everything fits, the way the glass fits onto the sides. Again, we have new wipes and whiskers on it for you. The trim here, the same as the other side. No patina whatsoever on any of the wing areas. Let's see, going across the front here, same thing, the Oldsmobile green on the dashboard, the way you could see it. No dents around the windshield itself, which is also a tinted glass window in the front. I think it's tinted on the sides too, I don't know. We have the paperwork, so you'll be able to look at the build sheets and window sticker and everything to see what the options were on this car. Correct style antenna on the front. Going down the right front fender, it's the same as it was on that side. And again, look at the fitment of this guy. Everything on it fits the way it should. Just a really, really nicely fit car. Side marker light in the front, just the way it was on the other side. And that takes care of everything going around here. Oh, I want to show you inside here a little bit. This guy does have, and I admit there's a little bit of fade to it, but that's the original carpeting and the original seat interior in it, front and back. A couple little marks on the driver's seat over there. You're going to see, I'll show you here, but we have I mean, again, discoloration just from age, but no reason to replace or redo any of the interior. Door panels the same way. You're going to see it. He's going to show you pictures of each one, but we have a complete documentation of everything on the car. Part numbers, serial numbers, casting numbers, VIN numbers, window sticker, IBM card, serial numbers on the engine, protect the plate, original owner's manuals. There's the back of the original owner's manual or front, one of the two. Cutlass 442 manual there. VIN on the dash. There's another copy of the...
we have all that inside.
We have all that. We have every piece of original paperwork, even down to, I don't even know where these pieces came from, but they were in the car somewhere. But everything concerning the documentation for this car, we have. Okay, going to show you the engine compartment now, where the business end of this guy is. Can't get my fingers under it. I can't get it, buddy. Finally got the hood open. We're underneath the hood of this guy, and you can see everything is marked the way it was from the factory. The stampings and the crayon markings and everything. It is the original engine, which there are numbers to validate that. You can see everything on it is an original. The water pump's been replaced. Somebody failed to paint it before they put it on. Correct air cleaner, correct engine, correct intake. Nobody's ever played with it. No headers have ever been on it. Cast iron exhaust. It still has its hot air from the exhaust manifold on the right-hand side. Big, huge Dalco radiator in it. Everything on this car is just the way it should have been from the factory. No one has ever altered anything on it. Looks like it has a new power brake booster and a new master cylinder on it. It does have that. It does have power steering, and it does have power disc brakes on it. The washer bottle. And you know what? We don't have the washer bottle that goes in here. There should be a snapped-in glass washer bottle reserved for this washer. But correct identification on everything underneath the hood here. It's a fantastic car. It sounds good. It runs good. We're going to fire it up for you here in a second and take it for a ride for you, actually, too. So we'll fire it up and you can hear what it sounds like. Hold tight. I'll get a key.
Up here today.
Okay, 442 Oldsmobile. Nice, firm, crisp shifts. This car runs and drives just like it should. Look at a lot of resolution in the steering, power steering. The brakes work just like they should. You can put them on and they don't pull at all. Absolutely none. Got a real nice sound to it. Even the radio works in this thing.
Radio works and our blowers working our heat.
Yep. This is the original interior, carpeting, everything in it. It's the original headliner. It's sagging a little tiny bit here in the front, and we're not going to replace it just because it doesn't need to be. It's not all that bad. You got to really look to see it, but it is the original headliner in the car. Straight running car. You can see it goes down the road straight as an arrow, no hands on the wheel, except when you go to make a right turn, you have to put your hands back on the wheel. But now this thing it's a car that you can drive anywhere, take anywhere, very reliable, fires right up, runs nice and clean. and everything works just as it should in a vehicle that's like new. There's really not an issue with this guy. I'm gonna turn around here. Turn around here. We didn't put a plate on, and I don't think there's a death penalty in Pennsylvania for no plate, but I'm not sure. So